Hello, lovely peoples. I am Michelle. This is my wheelchair Betty.
I'm not a wheelchair Betty, sorry.
We're not going to get through this today.
It's gonna be tough.
So, with me today is second guest of the show. Yay! This is Gregg.
Thank you.
Also a fellow disabled human being. And you're like, what? He doesn't look disabled. One, what's disabled look like? And two, not disabilities are visible. So, boom! Dig it!
I am disabled as fuck.
And so posh.
And posh.
And then posh. You're disabled as fuck and posh. Yes, yeah. Love it. Love it. Today, what we were thinking of talking about was, in these times of the holy fuckness that is the upcoming Trump presidency, I think it is even more important that disabled people have a sense of disability pride, because we're going to encounter even more fuckloads of ableism, and also to make sure that we don't internalize that. Now, your disability is visible. Stealth mode.
Invisible.
Yes, invisible, yes.
Yes.
So, I want to talk to you about how you normally manage disability pride and disability identity, but also especially in these times.
I mean, we've talked about this, but I mean, I struggled with disability pride for years. I mean, I ran from a disabled identity for about 15 years. I know I don't look that old. But
it's the sweatshirt that helps as well.
That's right.
Keeps
very youthful sweatshirt. It came to me with self-acceptance. And so, as I read disabled writers and met other disabled people, it was harder for me to not see how much sense it made to have disability pride. And finding that acceptance has just made all the difference in my life. It's made me feel better about myself, because so much before was, internalized ableism, self-hatred. We take on all these things that tell us, no, it's just you that's deficient. And, disability pride washes all that away.
I know in our society, there's very limited representation of disability. And when there is,
the stuff that's there is just
it's usually, it's like the person in a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. There's a total, not only lack of diversity in terms of race and sexual orientation.
The white person in the wheelchair.
Yeah, exactly.
Who wants to die?
Because something that the reason why I ask is when I was a kid, I've been disabled since I was a child, but I didn't really identify as disabled till much later in my adulthood, because part of me felt like I wasn't disabled enough to claim disabled, because those who were being referred to as disabled were special ed. They were like what appeared to be very spastic or like totally paralyzed. They were in wheelchairs. No one referred to me as disabled, so I thought, well, I'm just weird.
I mean, that's my story. Every time I ask for an accommodation, one of my disabilities is dysgraphia, or one of my impairments, which is a writing disability. So I mean, often for writing things, I'd ask for more time. And anytime I did that, I was often made to feel like a con man, like I was, playing the system. I have this image of what disability means, and I didn't see myself as it. I have a twin sister who's visibly developmentally disabled, and and I didn't quite like the reaction she got either, because she got treated with a lot of pity and crap. The notion of disability pride just over my head.
Right.
I mean, I think that's why it took so long to come to it. The strange thing was, I was always trying to understand what disability was. I mean, even I was a photography major when I first got to school, but somehow all my photographs were of disabled people.
Oh, see, part of you was
So it was always self-exploration. It was always something I was trying to understand. I mean, I can pass. I can't deny that, and I'm sure there is privilege to that. Oh, and the con is that people don't recognize that you're disabled. I've had employers tell me, "Oh, you're not disabled," but then because I'm very much connected to the community now, and most of my friends are disabled in some way, you also get the people assuming you're the non-disabled friend, and making the most ridiculous ableist statements. Oh, aren't you so good? isn't it so nice that you take your time for these people? I'm like, oh, your friend is so inspiring to me. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
She's wearing the same sweatshirt I am.
Do you use that as like a teaching moment, or you just kind of ignore it, or how do you play that?
It depends on the situation. I mean, usually I will go into it and say, well, actually, I mean, I don't necessarily always out myself to everyone. If constantly re-outing yourself to people can be exhausting. It's not that I ever hide from my disabled identity, as disabled as fuck. I'm proud to be. And it's not my job to educate in that sense every moment. But that said, I mean, where there's an opportunity, get to know the community. For me, it was largely Twitter. Other people I know are on Facebook. Come out to Pride in July.
Yeah.
They're usually ADA celebrations as well in July, Olmsted celebrations. So please, just connect with the community in any way you can.
All right, so I want to thank you not only for being awesome and for being my friend, because you're like super duper awesome. Thanks for being on the show. And so that's it. Leave your comments. Do you have this ability that is invisible in stealth mode, old ninja? Be good to yourselves and be good to each other, because holy fuck, we need it. More than ever, peoples. And yay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Woohoo. I don't know.